Hey guys, Sidya, welcome to this Hall of Fame interview, and I'm here with Dr. Suryadeep and Yogeswari. They're based in Pune. Dr. Suryadeep is from Kolkata. Yogeshwari is from Chennai, and they actually run a community called Confidence Communication Hub. And Dr. Suryadeep is known as a confidence communication coach, and Yogeshwari is an accent fluency coach. So both of them have two independent entry points in the funnel, but they come into the same hub. They joined our community in Jan 2022, and in the last 5 months, they've been able to achieve over 5.1 lakhs implementing the Freedom Business Model. They are a part of the Transformers Hive. So all of you Transformers, cheer for your fellow member they've just got 5,000 points for themselves. But overall, amazing journey. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Dr. Suryadeep and Yogeshwari.
Thank you so much, sir, for the introduction. First of all, we have to start that we really love you so much for a lot of things. So we'll
Thank
tell
you
one by one for the principle that you have installed for the community and a lot of things that you are teaching us.
For me, sir, it's like I would say, complete circle, because I think 2017, 18, I was in my second year. So from then I just started watching your webinars and just going through. But then right now I'm right now we both are in face to face. It's like a dream come true for me, sir.
Wow, I'm super proud of both of you, and for somehow like pulling it through and working out your niche so that it's complementary and bringing them into your community. So how did that happen? Like, how did both of you get together to do something like this together? Tell us about that.
Okay, so we both went through a huge breakup in our personal life, individual lives in 2020. So before that, we don't know each other. I was in my own phase and he was in his own phase. And due to that cyclone happened in our life, we decided that it is like we see movies, right? Where the one person is somewhere, the other person is somewhere, both are going through same kind of situation in their life and both are coming to a meeting point. So that's how it happened. 2020, both of us went through a huge heartbreak and we decided that, okay, whatever we are doing is not working out. So we have to pursue our plan and we have to simply live for ourselves. Improve our skills, step up, live for ourselves, and we'll get the life that we wanted. That's how it all started. And we came into a public speaking community. So which is a paid platform. We came into that and then we both started interacting. And
so it was pretty much like there was a common Facebook group. So you must be knowing him, sir. His name is Praveen Wadalkar.
Yes, so Praveen, I know. Yes, he's a part of ILH also. Yeah.
Please. Yes. So he was the one who created his whole Speak and Grow community, and we met.
Got it. So you met in that community. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. In 2020.
2020, yes, sir. 2020, the exact was somewhere around September. So October, he started a challenge where everybody has to post videos and then some award night and stuff. So pretty much like that, the celebration that you also have. So we started making videos and we used to enjoy because she's so good in English. And I didn't know how to speak in English and Hindi until 2015-16. I only used to speak Bengali, but then I realized if I have to survive in Bangalore, I went to Bangalore for my dentistry. So I started learning, but then she's so good, the best in the entire community, 15,000 plus members. She's the best. So we just started interacting and then we just decided, let's collaborate for a Udemy course. So our first Udemy course, within a month, we recorded 10.5 hours of a course, which sold more than $150 as of now in Udemy in the last 1.5 years, around some 6,000 students across some 120 countries consuming the course. So from there onwards, our entire journey started and we realized, okay, it's not just a business collaboration, it's probably something far more special. So that's
amazing.
The entire year of 2021, we did a lot of things called trial and error. So we already know that, okay, this is our niche and this is what we enjoy doing it. So we did a lot of trial and error without even knowing what is the proper direction for a proper path and a lot of things. And we did make some money through that, but it was not sustainable. It was not a recurring income. And we tried out a lot of other things as well. We invested in a lot of mentors, tried out a lot of things, but unfortunately, I think we were not able to follow or whatever it is. We couldn't get through that threshold.
And
class.
sir, you also mentioned, right, that we, even in your webinar, that we keep jumping from one webinar to another, hoping that this is the solution, or shiny object syndrome. And
Yes.
I'm the perfect consumer and perfect example of shiny object syndrome. Any webinar, whether it's Tony Robbins conducting, Russell Brunson, any free stuff, I'm there in the webinar. But then I never really dive deep. I just tried to think, okay, I know everything syndrome and perfection syndrome, all of these things. But then what happened is, I think the shift happened is when, I think 2021 September, when one of our mutual friends said, listen, I have Siddharth sir's course content, silver membership. You just start going through. Now, I have been going through your webinars. I used to attend. I'm one of those people, like when you used to conduct live webinars at 9 o'clock and stuff. So I was there all the time, and a couple of times you took my name as well. So, but then what happened is I never really purchased because I was in college, never had the money. So once we started going through your course, I completely believe is that if I'm able to resonate with someone, I'm going to set aside everything. I'm going to go all in. And one thing that she just mentioned, in fact, yesterday itself, she was going through the freedom business model all over again. And she just said, when sir is starting off with the core values and core principles, who in this world has done that? And name one trainer who has done that. And that was pretty much another bulb on moment that, oh my God, just that foundation principles, once it is placed, that itself, you are like guiding us the road. And then all we have to do is believe in the principles and then go on. That makes it much more, I would say, more valuable than earning money or creating products, or it's much more deeper.
So recently what happened is, just because we are going through your content, he told me that, see, I need to be a proper member of Siddharth Sir course. So there was a point when you offered your silver membership, he asked me, shall I go for it? I said, yes. We have invested in a lot of things. Let's do this as well. So go invest that. And we got your silver membership. And once again, he went through your course almost 3 times. And I have started very recently, and I'm going through. One thing that we have understood is, while going through the hackathon, when you were leading us step by step in every single thing, and when we were able to do that, we are getting results. So that was so amazing. And what I understood is, if you wanted to build something last longing, you need to have that foundation, you need to have the core value, principles and everything. That was something crazy, I can say.
Probably that itself, sir, why we jumped directly to diamond. And once we did that, it was, again, you mentioned the importance of community. Yes. And that's what we felt once we jumped, when we took that jump. It was a huge leap of faith again. But once we did that, what we realized is that, okay, fine, you are giving us a lot of wonderful steps to follow through. It's not really necessary. You did mention in the I think, last quarter's hackathon, mission number 3, during influence building, that you need to find out what resonates with you and simply follow that. So for us right now, if we could not, I mean, our website is in process of building, but then we managed to create some form of a web page, which we did tell you during the Freedom Finisher interview. So web page was then, instead of Demio, we got Zoom ready. We got our Facebook and Telegram communities rolling in. Everything was happening organic itself. So the beauty is that it's not necessarily for all of us to just follow. It's also important for us to understand how simple we can make it for ourselves as well as for the people whom we are serving. So that was another
absolutely, and customize and adapt it for your topic and nature. That's exactly what you guys have done. Amazing.
Nice. And also one more thing, sir, before going through your content, we were thinking that, okay, if we narrow down too much, probably we'll miss out a lot of things. But one thing I've understood is, only if we narrow down, we'll be able to get the right customers that we wanted. We'll be able to attract people that we wanted. So after going through the niche clarity, when we got to narrow down the content, we understood that this is something that crazy, because very recently only the content I sold out for, just a piece of that content I sold out for 20,000. Shot.
Wow. Amazing.
I'm not even training that person. She just wanted my content to go through, and it got sold out for 20,000. She didn't even bargain.
Wow.
Probably awesome. I thought even if I would have told a little more, she would have paid. But I just wanted to stick to my principle. This is the price, you can pay me that. So that's what the niche clarity blueprint, and especially the elevator pitch that you are giving us
during the webinar sales.
That worked massively for us. And I think because of these small pieces, putting it together, we were able to make this magic number called
fantastic.
5 lakhs.
5 lakhs in 5 months it's brilliant.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to what she said, sir, if I may.
Please.
So before, I think the hackathon you used to charge, I think there was a ticketing value to the hackathon.
Yes.
So this time when you announced it, this was probably like I can definitely tell you, I was probably praying for it since last year, September. I wish the hackathon is made free in some way or the other. Just put out a prayer, and you also mentioned that when you put out a prayer, it works. So January, when you announced that this quarter, the hackathon is going to be free. So I just decided, I mean, she also told me that, listen, this is an opportunity you've been praying for. Set aside everything, just go through the hackathon. So I promised her, listen, March 31st, I'm going to be a freedom finisher. I'm going to be a Hall of Famer. And she said, okay, go for it. And we did. Your courses and the hackathon simultaneously, parallelly, we simply started implementing the same. And once you got the whole webinar selling formula and stuff in, after the influence building mission, we just started, we went through your entire webinar selling formula and all. We just decided, let's experiment. And then I went through a webinar where I clocked 70,000 in a single webinar. She clocked 60,000 in her first webinar. So that's
this is organic, no Facebook ads,
absolutely,
nothing.
Absolutely organic. And it's so crazy, sir. You did mention in the lead generation challenge course that you need to target groups related to your micro niche.
Yes.
So I knew that, okay, for me, it's healthcare professionals, and the communication is a huge gap in healthcare professionals. Doctors don't know how to communicate it properly to the patients in simple language, or patients, it's difficult to understand. So I just simply targeted those specific Facebook groups and made connections and invited people. She, on the other hand, she knew her school, college, and other Facebook groups as well. She got her respective clients as well. So once we started following that entire process within the hackathon itself, you did tell us that you're going to earn 3 lakhs by the end of the hackathon. We did end up reaching it. In fact, I have to tell you this, sir. Last year, we were in fact in you can say neck deep in debts. Because signed up for a mentoring program, and unfortunately the mentor did not deliver. I don't want to take any names here, but we were neck deep, and we knew we had to come out of it around 1.5 lakhs we had to pay out to people, and we don't really have any jobs. So this entire process not only helped us completely come out of all of those debts, but right now we are pretty much financially stable in such a way that she has literally told me, okay, 4th of July, we are getting married. So
congrats.
So she has literally told me that, listen, we got 4th of July. The deadline is June end. You focus on creating the courses and putting it up, because right now we realize that we have the structure. You did mention teachable and stuff. So we have got all those things. We are ready to structure it properly. She said, you focus on the content because that's my expertise. Her expertise is operations and stuff. So we pretty much complement each other. Things that I hate, she loves. What she hates, I love, and all those things. That way, I think that the direction, what you exactly give, we follow it, and the results are here.
So happy to hear that. You know, it's not just about life partner, but even business partner. I mean, in every way, and you're working together as true partners in progress is what I can see. And you know, and tell us, I'm curious to know that how both of you are selling independently to different markets, are bringing them into the same community. So you're more promoting like the confidence communication, and you're more about accent and fluency. How did you like come to that decision?
Here communication, the biggest gap, sir, communication, where if you check in the market, either people will teach the technique or people will teach just the language. So we just thought, if this is a huge gap, people who know the techniques, they don't know the language.
Yes.
And they're confident, they're strong on the stage, but their language is not that up to the mark. And people who know language, they have stage fear. So we thought, just because these both niche are complementing each other, why not bring it together? Though our target market is pretty much different. There are a lot of gaps, but what we thought is, if doctors, they are learning communication, they also need English at times. Few of them. So I am giving my product as a compliment. I'm not giving coaching, but I'm giving my course as a compliment. And when I am pitching out, I am also giving his course as a compliment.
Okay.
The recordings and the other courses, not the coaching program, but the courses we are giving as a compliment.
So it's pretty much, sir, that I mean, in the tripwire, you did mention that we need to go micro, but this is one personal observation I can say, that you can go micro and target your audience, bring them to the webinar. But once you build that trust, once you've nurtured your leads, once you got them believing that you are there to change their lives, from there you can actually go macro.
Yes.
So along with the confident communication, under communication, whatever courses that are there on offer, every possible manner, again, to help them, to make their life simple, we have created and curated, culminated all those courses that helps them, whether it's English, then communication, confidence. I mean, I have this triangle, sir. I believe that if you got your confidence, communication, and closing sorted, you've got every possible skill that can literally make you like a zillionaire.
Absolutely.
And once you get that smaller triangle sorted, how do you validate it? You go through the bigger triangle, which is you create courses, coaching, and consulting that complements the little triangle.
Yes.
So that's the kind of foundation that we have built. And along with that, when I'm teaching, let's just say I'm conducting webinars, and my primary focus of, let's just say, confident communication model. Along with that, we are giving you all these bonuses, which comes, a few of the bonuses are hers as well. She's conducting her webinar, her target audience. We are sending them to the same teachable hub, where she's giving away her language training and grammar training. Along with that, all the bonuses that I am giving away. So pretty much both the respective niche are coming under the same roof. But the beauty is, that's the tripwire. But now, let's just say people are consuming the courses, and just like you talk about the importance of upsell, and you don't upsell because you want to earn money, you want to upsell because you want to serve more people. So people who are going through, let's just say, they want to take the journey with us to the next level. They want to focus, go in depth, fixing their accent. They take up her 3-month coaching program. They want to go to TEDx. They take up my TEDx coaching program. They want to really take their entire course creation, because we are so good in Udemy course creation. So they can come up with a 1-month challenge of creating your Udemy course. So we've got multiple coaching programs sorted in that context. So the
beautiful. Just love the way that you've integrated all the pieces of the puzzle, but the beauty is both of you are doing it independently and culminating them together. So when they come in, they don't feel disconnected. There's a connection over there. Oh, amazing. So question is, see, you've invested in a lot of mentors, a lot of training programs in the past, like over the last many years. And I'm sure you've noticed, like in ILH, the focus is not so much about the knowledge, but it's about the activation of people within the communities. How has that worked out for you, like in terms of challenges, hackathons, inner circle calls? Like, what's that experience been like for both of you?
I would like to go first. So this one, because I mean, this is one question I'll tell you, sir. I mean, it's something that we keep discussing every single day in and day out. I mean, yesterday itself, our accountability partner, first my accountability partner, now suddenly she has become a bigger fan of hers, and now both of them are ganging up on me. It's pretty much like a family. Her name is Vinita, so she's also a transformer. So
nice.
As well. So what happened is, when we look at all the other mentors from where we have invested, there's a lot of talk. And I'm saying that with all due respect to all the other mentors, it's just talk. But in your case, I mean, particularly the ILH community, you have set such strong core principles. And it's those core principles through which I think we are all aligned. I just dropped a message today itself in the morning that today I'm having the Hall of Fame interview, and people are pouring in the emoticon messages and all that. So it feels like a family itself. That's the first one. The second thing is, you did mention, sir, that every single time you are working it out, it's always your community first. Yeah, your mission first.
Yes.
Then your community, and then you. So, which means that we are always practicing altruism time and again. We know that we exist because of our community. We exist because of our mission. And that, I don't think anywhere else we were able to find that. And finally, the last thing is how everything is integrated together. I mean, when I attend an inner circle call, the first half, you are repeating the same thing, probably, the core values, and you talk about the importance, what are the things we need to do. And that itself is like a recharge. Yes. I mean, whether I don't really care how busy I am, I'm at least plugging in with my headphone and listening to your inner circle call. If I'm not able to go through next morning, I'm finishing the recording. Same thing for the leadership council call as well. So every single step in the way, we are getting that direction. It's all about taking it, following it one step at a time. And then, of course, once inner circle call, leadership council call, everything is there. But then we have the community. where I think there's a small little group that we have created. It's called Results Accountability, where Vinita is there, Shruti ma'am is there, and then a few other ILH members are there as well. So what we have done is we have built this kind of a little families, you can say, and we know, I mean, Gayatri ma'am, I went to her house the last couple of weeks back when we both got engaged. So I went to visit her and all those things are there. So connections for life with the core values as a foundation. I think that I don't think any other community.
Thank you. Really appreciate you bringing out that. And I'm curious to know, have you put this into practice into your group of like this 58 paid students? How is that happen? I mean, what are you seeing happening within your own tribe implementing these core values?
Yes, sir. So implementing the core values right now, when I was going through, okay, I have to make it everything proper. So I thought, okay, when you said, what is your core value, decide that, I was not able to come up with anything right now. So I thought I'll implement exactly yours. So
perfect.
Exactly yours. And I'll follow that only because I was able to resonate with it. And having this in place, we are guiding our members as well with the core values, keeping the mission first and keeping the vision first. And we are also teaching them the same thing. So just because we are teaching them the same thing, I have to tell you that we are bringing more results, because just because people, they love us so much. As you said, people buy people don't buy products. So as they love us so much, they have become our recurring customers, like customers turned clients, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So they first bought our level one product, and then they themselves are telling, if you have something upselling, please do let us know. Please do let us know. We are ready to get associated with you lifetime. And very recently, I have started a public speaking for kids, just as a trial and error summer camp I've started. And I tell you, most of the kids are from our previous members, like our members.
They're the members' kids. Okay.
Like I have just started as a 10-day summer camp, and they were telling, ma'am, if you have something more as a bigger program, please do let us know. I'm ready to pay. I want my kids to learn from you both. So I'll tell you, just because of this code and principle that we have learned from you, we are implementing the same. We were able to attract the right customers with the right value, who were able to resonate with us, because I'll tell you, the people whom we are connected with us are more important, right?
Yes,
more than the money and everything.
And just to add on to that, sir, I mean, what we realized is that because we also have very strong principles, I mean, we are very, very particular to a lot of things. And surprisingly, that was always in tune with the core values that you iterate through your courses and through your programs. So unconsciously, we have built that entire vibrations around our community as well.
Very nice.
So that was happening unconsciously. And now, I mean, even right now I'm getting goosebumps when I'm saying it, because it's so important. We have seen, sir, I mean, I'm sure you also must have seen, you did mention you also invest in so many courses. Once you get in the community, people are like barging in, this is not happening, that is not happening, boom, give me this, give me that and all. But when we look at ILH, or let's just say our community is much smaller. There's always this kind of a respect. There's always a lot of love, admiration, adoration, and all these wonderful feelings. And you definitely get that. I mean, in fact, just 48 hours back, she only told me this, that, I mean, look at Siddharth sir. I mean, you've been following him since 2018. And right now it's 5 years. He stuck to his same core values. And that's what he keeps repeating. And people are able to resonate and tune in with him, and that's why we collectively as a community, we are all growing so much. So I think it just falls wonderfully in place. I somehow feel that the students under ILH, if they are all creating their own courses and communities, the core values unconsciously, it's already planted.
It's already there. This, I actually learned this a long back from I think Dr. Joe Dispenza. He talks about resonance, and how there's a project resonance he talks about towards the end. So if a lot of people are resonating at the same thought frequency and vibration, like that's why Stranger's Secret, that's why goal cards, that's why values, that's why code of honor, all this stuff. So if you have like a lot of people thinking the same way, that creates a shift in society. And there's some research that has been done, is that when religious movements, congregations that pray together, usually in those areas there's lesser crime, lesser issues. And there's some research that was done, scientifically done, even scientifically done by Dr. Joe Dispenza, plugging in wires into the brains, analyzing brain frequency, and getting everybody to meditate to measure what goes on in the brain, and then looking at the impact of that in society, in that area, in that locality, in that city, things like this. So when I read it, I was blown away. And again, thanks to my mentor Blair Singer, now this has come into play. So the fact that you are able to do model the exact same thing for your community, over time, you will see it'll start to compound. Like 3 years from now, when you have like a 100,000 community, at that point of time, all of them will be talking the same language. They'll be having the same value system. And at that point, it's just going to be pure magic. And already you're seeing the magic, but it'll be at a much larger scale. So thank you for mentioning that. And next question is, you want to share something before that?
Yeah. So just one more thing, just because you mentioned about the code of honors and the principles, apart from our community, the members of our community already, they have become our family members as well.
Nice.
And they have actually started doing few things together, especially like the Toastmasters. And there we could see they have a lot more stronger bond between them, though they don't know each other before coming into the community. So they have a lot of more stronger bond, and they were interacting so much, and like a lot of positive vibes. And thanks to you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks to my mentors. I'll pass it on.
Just to add to this itself, sir, I mean, it's crazy how it's happening. We both are probably going to be creating a world record of the quickest to the distinguished Toastmaster title this June 30th. I'm going to be achieving it within 400 days. She will be achieving it, I think, 600 days and all. So along with that, the TEDx, I mean, I turned a TEDx speaker twice. She turned TEDx speaker once. All of those things are, again, possible because of the core values that is getting installed. I mean, you did mention in one of your YouTube videos, sir, that you cannot grow until and unless you invest in yourself, because that itself has another energy. I don't know whether I should be announcing this publicly, openly or not, but I was a big Torrents fan. So
same here. I'm with you. I was using Wooz a lot. If you remember the Wooz days.
So every possible, you name any trainer on the planet, I mean, especially the peak ones, I have their courses downloaded. In fact, there's this hard disk that I have right now where all the courses are there. But surprisingly, I've never really put in that kind of an energy and conviction to go through those courses.
Yes.
Probably because my mind tricked me into, okay, it's free, you download it, it's just available and all that. But right now in this case, I mean, I know that, okay, I've invested it, and I've not just invested my money, I've invested my time, I've invested my energy. A lot of thoughts has gone into really giving everything. And right now we both came away from our homes. So it's pretty much like, this was pretty much like a do or die state for us. So once we got that rolled in, we realized, oh my God, that's probably why the results are
amazing. Super proud of both of you. I think both of you, next question I want to ask is about more on your personal side. It's like a two states story between both of you coming together. So, and now that converting into like a business partnership, and both of you complementing each other. You're handling operations, you're doing your front facing. Both of you are selling. Both of you are managing your time together. Tell us, how has your relationship evolved in the last 5-6 months as you're working together on this business compared to probably what it was before? Just let us know about that, and what other things personally has shifted.
So here I would like to go first. Sorry for that. Okay. So I usually used to say, if there's any human being on the planet who can do the worst possible things, I have been that. Like, I've done every possible wrong things that a human being can do, whether it's playing with somebody's hearts and hurting people and all that, objectifying people and all that. I've done all of those things. So when I met her, it was pretty much like, for the first time in my life, I just felt I want to make a proper connection with a human being, fellow human being, because I'm able to resonate with her so much. And it was pretty much out of this whole thing. Like I'm a very, very egocentric personality. I talk to people with a lot of ego and stuff, but with her, it was obviously pretty much more of I can say a devotion. I always tell her, I worship you, I adore you and all that, because of the personality that she is. And it's not just that she creates courses, she's very good at operations, she's very good at managing. All of that is kept aside. The fact that she makes me feel things which I have never felt for myself. No, whenever I do wrong things, she was the first one to tell me, listen, you are doing wrong things because there's a lot of unhealed pain in since your childhood. And yes, I did go through, I tried attempting suicide 3 times, sir, and I decided to self-heal myself completely. I got into depression. I was a chronic depression till my 3rd year. And then I decided to completely shift everything. So I had absolutely no idea how to even speak properly, but then I've been able to turn it around. So she was able to identify all of those things and identify those patterns. And that eventually led to this whole zone that, okay, I'm just ready to give up all my previous stuff that hurts me and all that. And I'm ready to just be yours forever. So yeah, that was
amazing. Yeah. What do you have to say?
Yogeswari? Yes, sir. Actually, when I see this relationship, usually people come together for some reason. For us, the reason is we wanted to grow together. We wanted to be the better person together. So that's how we came together. And like before even taking this huge leap of faith with each other, we just found out why should we be together, because we have a lot of layers. So what is that lot of layers? Number one, first of all, we connected as a public speaker, and then we were together in Toastmasters, and then we started building courses together, coachings together, webinars together, and we did go through a lot of rough phases as well. During those rough phases, usually people, what they'll have do is they'll just be okay, fine, this is it, let's get separated. But we couldn't do that because we already got a lot of things to do together, and we couldn't even stay away without speaking. I have to ask something to him, he has to ask something. That's the time we'll be having a webinar, so I have to do the back end work. So a lot of things. So we thought, okay, fine, if we have a lot of layers, this is the right thing. And we also thought that this is the first level of our communication is just for normal people. Probably when we hit our 3rd and 4th level, that will be exclusively for couples. So if you wanted to stay together, you need to have a lot of layers. If you build that, probably your relationship will be a better thing to do. And also our first course, which is Happiness Quest, the course is for 10.5 hours. So when we created that course, I didn't have that idea that probably we'll be implementing that in our life. Right now, we're doing this. So the course is all about how can you have a better relationship with you and the other person. Only if you are able to love yourself, you will be able to love others as well. And how to channel your energy into productivity, and all of those little things that we spoke over there. Right now we are implementing, and we are getting huge results.
Amazing. And once again, I want to congratulate both of you on your marriage. You're going to get married soon, and probably after this interview, much later, people will be seeing that, and you'll be a role model. I think you're so right that communication is not just about this; it's also between husband and wife and spouse and stuff like that. And I think this will naturally evolve. Probably 1 or 2 years from now, you'll have another level there on the relationships at L4 or L5 or L6, whatever that may be. And I'm so happy that you're doing it. And even for me, most people don't talk about it that much, but the relationship has been such an important factor to my personal growth. So if not for Vanita's support on the back end, holding all my finances, all the numbers, and we also have open conversations every single day. If not for that, I would not be experiencing the growth in my business. So those people who have, rough relationships, work on that first, because that usually business problems are not business problems. They are personal problems that are showing up in business. So you fix that, and then everything else will get fixed. So both of you are great role models for what you're doing, and I'm sure the next generation are going to look up to you and start to model what both of you are doing. You both met at a communication forum. People should find it in different forums and find meaningful relationships that can go lifelong and just beyond. It's not an outside, and it's usually an inside out thing that is more long-term and sustainable. So amazing. So all of you here, if you're inspired by this interview, there's a link below to their, their communication, workshop or whatever is there. There's a link below. You can go and check it out, whatever they're doing, be a part of their community. And if you'd like to be a part of the Internet Lifestyle Hub, there's another link there. You can join us. If you'd like to know more, attend my webinar, understand what exactly happens. And if you resonate with it, be a part of the community. One question I'd like to ask both of you is Diamond membership specifically. Like, you guys are transformers. How has that impacted you compared to, yes, knowledge, you've got many places, but after coming to Diamond membership, what has been, what has impacted you the most?
Yes, sir. So before that, I'd just like to add on to what you mentioned just a few moments ago.
Yes.
That we all believe that, see, there are a lot of things happening around. Of course, a lot of people creating courses and all that. We have been a part of all of that as well. And I'm sure the people listening also have been. But one big thing that what stands out for ILH is, again, the community and the people. The community and the people, they go through your teachings like Bible. And that creates results for them. And that results is what shows up in the form of, I would say, that value, the connections that we build with our members. It's not just numbers, 100 people showing up in the webinar, 400 leads and all. It's not numbers, but it's, you did mention, sir, you have to look at people as people. And the kind of people we decide to connect with are the ones we attract. So that is what ILH community is all about. And following this up with the question related to Diamond membership, sir, that Diamond membership, I think it opened my eyes in another different zone altogether. I mean, I couldn't have imagined the massive amount of value that you are giving through the leadership council calls. I mean, she was just telling me that the other day, I'm having a little problem related to how to decide on the budget and all those things. And you did mention that you need to go through specific call recordings in the leadership council.
Yes.
Surprisingly, every possible problem that we are all going through, it's already there. And of course, that is there in the leadership council call. Even in the silver membership, if people are simply going through the the inner circle call archives or the freedom meetup archives, I mean, it's just, I would say, treasure trove completely. In Diamond membership, it's all the way to the next level. I mean, the connections that we have made. I mean, the other day, I mean, I was completely down and out. She went to her home last month, and I was completely in a zone where I'm not feeling like doing anything. I don't know what the next step I should do. And I called up Vinita, and Vinita blasted me for an hour. She kept her dinner aside and she blasted me for an entire hour. What is wrong with you? You and Yogeshwari have created communities like this, courses like this, and this is what you say? I mean, are you doing justice to the people who are trusting in you, believing in you? That is the kind of a response that only a Diamond member can give you. It's pretty much that connection that you build. So that's pretty much the leadership council and the community. Finally, the Hive calls, sir. My God, I mean, I'll tell you, the first 1 month I did not attend a single Hive meeting because I look at all those people, Neena ma'am and Sriram sir and stuff. So Ashwati ma'am and all. So I feel like, oh my God, I think you had an interview with Sham sir recently. I got in touch and all. I was feeling, oh my God, these are like, I mean, stalwarts, and I'm probably there at Mount Everest, so I'm just starting to climb or something. But then when I attended for the first time, they happily accepted me. And not just that entire Hive, I felt like I was the highlight. They're telling us, tell us your strategies. How did you do it organically and all those things? So you do make such powerful connections. We are pretty much in the zone where we are going to be building alliances as well with all the people that we know, pretty much the similar niche and all. So the people you are connecting with, I think it's just next level. And I think that's the reason why it's called as the cream of the ILH community. It's just levels. Yeah.
What would you like to share, Yogeshwari, on Diamond? How has that impacted you?
So, yeah, regarding Diamond membership, especially the workshops that the other members, Diamond members, are creating, especially I have to tell you, you have given us the techniques and methods, and you have given us the real life scenarios as well. So through your course, you have broken down every technique and method. If we implement that, we'll get it. But in real life scenario, so you have also brought in people who will be teaching us how to set up the business in just 7 days. When I went through that, I was blown away, I have to say. And also like breaking down all the GST stuffs and everything, which I have no clue about. No clue. Probably I have to go through again and again to understand everything. But still what I understood is, if we do all of those things, we will be achieving the target that we have kept for ourselves. So that is the fantastic thing about the Diamond community, as well as one more thing is, I have to tell you that you have given us the lessons as well as the practical stuffs. You have told us, okay, this is what it is, go do it by yourself.
And I think we got a little lucky that we got gold free once
yes,
we jumped into
that's
this,
that
right?
you got that offer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
amazing.
what happened is, I think once a silver membership is there, I mean, people can go through. I used to go through and perform the results. In diamond, you get that premium accountability as well. So you now know that all you have to do is attend the leadership council live sessions, go back to gold and implement whatever creations you've done from silver. So it's that step by step, and it's so wonderfully integrated that any part of the place wherever we feel stuck, all we have to do is know we have our transformers hive group. We ask, drop our doubts, 2 or 3 people are instantly there to give you the solutions. And then I mean, Nina ma'am is always there to guide us to the right resource where the solution is already being placed and it's already archived.
Yes.
So the beauty is, all we have to do is just follow that entire pattern, and then we start getting the results. So for us right now, we are at a stage where we know we are going through pretty much, I would say, little challenging. We are still trying to stabilize, we're still trying to put the pieces together, but the solutions are already there for us. And for that, I think we are so grateful. We know that, okay, it might take a little more time for us, but at the same time, you did mention that it might be a little challenging, it might be a roller coaster, but you're going to enjoy the process very much. Once you go up on the other side and you start making money consistently and all, you will look back and you will feel, oh my God, I really achieved it. And it'll be reflected in the community and the way we train our community members as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you both for sharing about that. So those of you are not a part of Diamond, just take that leap of faith, coming on board, and we'll be more than happy to serve you there. So all of you here watching, if you've been inspired by this interview, please share please that like button, share your comments below using the hashtag #ILetsDeepLearn if you'd like to win a signed copy of my book, You Can Coach, in our next Inner Circle call. And if you're not a member of our community, there's a link there, you can actually join. And this last question is the one thing question. I like to keep it like towards the end. And I want both of you to have your own perspectives. We'll start with Yogeshwari. Yogeshwari, what is your one success principle that you have lived by and you'll continue to live by for the rest of your life? What's your one secret?
My one secret is, whatever you promise, you better deliver that. So that is my hardcore principle. I'll do anything and everything for it. So
Fantastic.
whatever I promise, I'll do it no matter what. And before promising, yes, because we are in the process, we are with people who respect values, and we are in the process of growing. So before uttering a word, we need to make sure that whether we'll be able to fulfill that or not.
Yes.
If we are able to fulfill, we can give a thumbs up. Otherwise, it's good to say no, and it's not wrong to say no. So we have to learn. You have also taught us that it's not wrong to say no. We have to learn that as well. So that's my hardcore principle.
Thank you for sharing. What about you, Suryadeep?
Yeah. So my principle is channeling. Whatever emotions you're going through, happy, sad, angry, frustrated, and anxious, and all those things, you have to learn how to channel it into productivity.
Yes.
Now, I have realized that whenever we've had a fight, I have come up with the greatest course that we've ever created, the greatest program we've ever created. And the same way, when anybody is putting up a question mark to me, I know they're questioning my principles, and that makes me angry. And then I go about channeling that anger into creating something hardcore, probably realigning my principles and all those things. So channeling would be my.
I love that. I love that, because even for me, in the whole growth journey in the last 4 years, there's been many moments where people have questioned my concepts, they have questioned my principles, and like you said, that has been the impetus to create like kick-ass products. Like I want to blow people's minds away. Like if they come and see that product, they should be like, I'm so sorry, I got you wrong. With that in mind, I created every single course of mine. And I think it's good to have some of those negative pushes to move you in the positive direction. And that's a part of the game. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. Yeah. So wish you both all the best once again. Waiting to interview you both in the Crore Club and give you the Crore Club award live on stage. Whenever that's going to happen, next October 10th is our next event. So hopefully you guys work your way up towards that. And otherwise, both of you have been a great inspiration to our community, and like working together as a couple, showing others what does it take to work with each other for a bigger mission and cause. Kudos to both of you. Wish you all the best. Stay connected and keep inspiring. You have something else to share, Yogeshwari?
Just one last thing, sir. So in the Hive group, I didn't attend. He was actually sitting. I was doing some of the work, and I listened that the people in the Hive group, they started the entire group with reading your book. You can also coach. So from that time, I was actually pestering him, telling him that I want your book, because I am someone, if it's like I need to have that curiosity to get into a book or a course or whatever, even a movie. So I need that curiosity. And from that time, when I listened to those lines, I just found that the book has, it has immense value, which can actually transform a lot of people. So it would be really, really amazing if you could gift us your signed copies.
Yes, sir. So actually, what happened is, she was telling me you need to buy the book. Now, I kept telling her, listen, I can buy the book. We can always buy the book, but I need the, I want to pray, put that out as a prayer that I want. Sir,
you asked and you shall receive. I'm going to message my team. Okay. Good. Wish you all the best.
Personalized, you know, an autograph with maybe some kind of a message from you. That would be like again, a Bible for us. So you just wanted
thank you. We'll definitely do that. Wish you both all the best. And thank you for the amazing work that you're doing. And you know, the impact of what activity you're doing, you're like teaching people communication, fluency, English. I think the larger impact of it in next, say, 5-10 years is going to be it's going to be something much bigger than just how to speak good English. It's more about connection that you're going to be creating between people in the world through your community. That's going to create magic. So just keep that magic going. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. We completely surrender to you, and I know you are that. I mean, there's a reason why everybody hails you as the digital Buddha. And we are so blessed and grateful, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.